Wait, when you say seeing the bum crack, you mean just the crack as in the separation of the cheeks, the line, or do you mean the anus?
He is our generation's Jamie Foxx, only bar.
So if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay.
You just baited yourself up by saying that. I didn't bait you up. I just gave an example
You
of a
threw out
bad
one
beat
name.
on the
You threw
internet.
out one name. Wagwan peeps, it's Venom, what you saying? Alongside my home slice, damn to the Zane. When she and I get together on the poddy, ask anybody, the vibes are insane.
Join our family and feel free to come by. We on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Yeah.
New drop on the way every Monday at 6.
Tune in and come see what we unpick. Oh, she said wine today. She said wine today.
Yeah.
Okay. It always feels different when you see the booze, you know. The booze just feels different vibes.
I've been good this year. I've hardly drank anything.
Yeah, but she said the goblet.
The last week.
It's been weekend, yeah.
I've been drinking again. Yes.
Mad. I'm not going to lie. Since Bay's not been in the country, I've actually been clapping off some drink as well. I'm not going to lie. Imagine in her absence, not in her presence, in her absence. The rum in the house is finished. I bought myself a bottle of Malbec, which I was drinking with my dad. My dad drinking out the Malbec. Now I'm bougie. I got to buy Malbec. So I've been drinking the red. I bust out the juicer. I made myself the sweetest pineapple, carrot, and ginger juice. It was so sweet. And then I said, you know what? Rum.
Rum punch, you know.
I said organic rum punch.
Rum punch without the party. No
Mad.
house party, no barbecue, nothing.
Nope, nothing. Man said rum
Crazy.
punch for one. It was
Crazy.
It was beautiful. Finished that this morning. But I didn't put rum in the whole of it. I just poured a little glass of rum and then put the juice in so that the juice was still there, virgin, purely virgin. And
Purely?
virgin.
The juice must think it's me.
Now that's the old Dami Zayn. The old Dami Zayn was claiming virginity every week.
Who said that's the old Dami Zayn?
I'm saying the new Dami Zayn doesn't claim it every week. She doesn't speak
doesn't
about
need
it.
to.
That's
She
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
need
She
to.
doesn't speak about it. But the
I
old
don't
Dami
speak
Zayn
about
was
it.
claiming this
But it's still
virginity every week.
it's still there. Her innocence is still there. Thank you very much.
If you say so.
I do.
Yeah, well, okay.
I
We don't doubt it now.
I got a question for you.
You got a question?
I got a question for you.
I got a question. Go.
What's your biggest ick
What's my biggest ick?
in a partner?
What is my biggest ick? It's a very tough one, man. I'll tell you why it's tough. Because my biggest ick is obviously not going to be something that my wife has. Otherwise, I'll be doing a big compromise.
I should hope not.
No, I know. But like,
And I should hope it wouldn't come out on the podcast.
No, of course. Which is why I'm like, wait, is this my biggest? Wait, my biggest one would be something I've successfully avoided. I think it would be my biggest. I definitely, I don't know, man, because it's all context dependent. In my head, I'm thinking, is it something to do with? It's gonna be something hygiene related, probably. If you're gonna talk about the biggest, it's probably gonna be something hygiene related. Maybe even to do with teeth. I don't think I've ever dated a girl with a tooth missing. I don't think I've ever dated a girl with like, when I say bad teeth, I mean like discolored teeth.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably where...
What about Higgy Haggar teeth? You know, when it's like...
Yeah, I mean, Higgy Haggar is not really for me per se, but it wouldn't stop me. It'd have to be like offensive Higgy Haggar, but if they're just not straight...
Offensive?
It can be criminal offensive. Sometimes it can just be like, this is ignorable. Like these are not all straight, but whatever. And
Not
sometimes
even
it's like, nah,
offensive. He
this
said
is
he added criminal.
yeah. Sometimes it's bad.
Ooh.
Sometimes it can be bad. So it's definitely gonna be it's gonna be related to the mouth though, yeah, because that's like that's the talk piece. So like that's my focus, and I like to make the person that I'm with smile, be happy, laugh, especially. So if I'm always now looking inside this laughing mouth and I'm displeased every time, it's gonna be very conflicting. So that will probably be an ick to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably that. It's gonna be
Yeah,
something
fair
to do
enough.
with this. Yeah,
Fair enough.
for
I was
sure,
gonna
for
say
sure.
I've yawned already, and we're not even 10 minutes into the episode.
On the clock, less than 10. She's yawning
Crazy.
and drinking wine. Guys, it's gonna be a show
I'm a
show.
It's gonna be a show.
What's your biggest ick?
I mean, I've said quite a lot, haven't I, on this show in the
Yeah, no,
past?
you got a list of icks, but which one is number one?
The biggest.
Yeah.
They're all like very big to me.
Yeah, but one of them is gonna trump the rest. Like that one is
I
by
can't say
miles.
bad. I would say bad breath, but I can't say bad breath because people have off days.
Yeah.
Like if you
yeah.
approach me, if you approach me with bad breath, that ain't ever gonna happen.
Yeah,
if
but
I've got
bad
to,
breath
if
can
I've
be
had a
different
chat,
things as well. It could be just
because when you,
food,
yeah,
or
I
it
wouldn't
could
even give you a
be
chance. But if you've approached me, we've been talking, whatever, and then the bad breath happens one time, it's not enough for me to be like, I'm never gonna speak to them again. Because I know before your breath was immaculate. So I guess it's how I interpret the question. Do I interpret it as when we first meet, I get the ick and it's like, I'm not going to give my number? Absolutely not. Or is it the type of ick where I already kind of like you and then this thing presents itself and I'm like, yeah, instantly I'm turned off? Because it's going to be different icks in the two situations. In the first one, where you initially come and approach me, yeah, things like hygiene, bad breath, I already said how you're dressed, even how you talk to me, those are equally big icks. Like if you're disrespectful or whatever. But
I
for
just thought of another
me,
one. God.
if I really like someone, I already like someone, especially in the beginning stages, and all they talk about is sex, it puts me off. It puts me off. It puts me off. That's an ick for me. Instantly, I'm like, is that all you can? Is that all you got? Is that all you can?
Yeah, yeah.
That's an ick. Yeah, that and seeing your bum crack.
Wait, when you say seeing the bum crack, you mean just the crack as in the separation of the cheeks, the line, or do you mean the anus?
All of it. All of the above.
Okay, because they different, you know what I mean? I just trying to
All
make
of the
sure.
above. All of the above. You know, if they did multiple choice, the last one will have to be all of the above.
All
And
of
that's
the
the one I'm
above.
ticking. All of the above. I ain't trying to see that. Keep that to yourself. Thank you very much.
Yeah, boy. I was just trying to see if man could get away with like man had to crouch down to get something, and then the crack comes out of the pants just a little bit, but you didn't see the anus.
Because you know what it is about the crack? Yeah. Normally it's dry.
Mad.
Most people forget to
I
moisturize
cream
in
my
between
booty, man. I cream
Most
that booty.
people cream the booty, but they miss the crack.
Nah.
So when they bend and it's all white,
Yeah.
and it's looking ashy, and it's looking ashy. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me you do not have attention to detail.
No, but it's a part of the body that you can't see. You can't see your own crack. So they might get the cheeks and think, yeah, we good.
No attention to detail. You gotta get in the fold.
Do you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of, in your mind, this library of white cracks on black bottoms that you've seen that's just reached ick level. That anytime you even see the crack, I'm out.
I'm out of here. Because it's white.
Man.
On our skin, it's white. It looks greyish white. I don't need to see that. So that tells me that you have no attention to detail. You don't cream your back. You probably have a dry back foot if your batty crease is dry.
Mad. That's
crazy to me. That means you only moisturize the places that are seen. You don't moisturize everything. Nah. And you know what? I know there's going to be some men listening to this that can understand, because when they're, doing the boom, 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 as I call it, certain positions require men to only see the butt crack. And I'm pretty sure...
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or...
vice versa, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there's been stories. I'm sure a lot of men have stories where, they were in the act, did the flip over, did it the back way, and they saw dry batty crack.
I've never seen dry batty crack, thankfully, in my life.
I'm sure there's some men under the sound of my voice that can relate to this ick in that scenario. And that's the reason why, that's not the reason, but that's my worst nightmare. That's a fear of mine, that someone sees my batty crack and it's white, it's dusty. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Take it away, Venom.
Hey, hello, hi, peeps. It's your boy Venom here, alongside the one and only Dammy to the Zane.
That's right.
Unpick Podcast. We do up the thing. You know already what time it is. Banter, social commentary, good vibes. You're in the right place. This week, obviously, you heard that we started the conversation off on an ick note. And yeah, if you got that dry batty crack out there, Dammy does not want to know you.
Go cream it.
On God.
Period. On God.
Yeah, for me, I think it's the teeth. But then I did think as well, you know what? If you have like a Travi English speech style, as Travi London, sorry. Really, really, really.
Give us an impression.
It's so disgusting to me. I can't even.
I'm sure you can do it.
It's not that I can't do it. You know, like when people who know nothing about Jamaican culture then try and do Jamaican accent. It's gonna be like that because I really don't like it.
Go for it.
I'm so
it's
distant.
A safe space.
It's that kind of thing. I mean, that kind of vibe.
That's how I talk. So what are you trying to say?
Ah, damn.
Because I said, do you know what I mean? I say that.
You actually say, do you know what I mean?
I said, do you know what I
mean? There's a difference.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Oh, no, I'm not. No, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're. It's not the same thing. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that kind of thing is not my.
You know, when you say that, I don't like hood men.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't like men that talk like they haven't left the ends before. Like.
Yeah, it's.
I don't like
really
that. It's very unattractive. To me, it's very because it gives it come and I'm not saying they're dumb, because there's some very intelligent people that still talk like
they're 12 or something. Yeah.
Like back in the day.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes me question their intellect if you're still talking like your whole vocab is slang. Like the whole thing is hood talk. Nah. I can come in and out depending on who I'm talking to and how I want to convey the message. Most of the time I'm doing it for entertainment or comedic effect, or because that particular way of explaining it.
Yeah.
That way of explaining it emphasizes the point I'm trying to make, but I can come in and out of it. But if that's how you talk all the time, and if you move to me talking like that. Anyway, song of the week. Mine is Doja Cat, Mask.
Mask? Is that off her Nunu album?
Nunu.
Yeah, I haven't heard the Nunu. When did it come out?
It's been played on the radio. I don't know when the album came out, but that particular song's been played on the radio quite a lot. And then I went onto the album because the radio does the daytime edit.
This isn't the version with I Said What I Said. This is a newer album than that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, I think that song's on the album.
Oh, okay. I have heard that album then. I need to listen. I need to check. That's the Paint the Town Red.
Paint the Town Red. Yeah. I think it's on that album.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's called Mask, Mask. I forget the guy that's on it with her.
Mask. And that's Mask, not Mask.
Mask. I'm pronouncing it as mask, as in masculine.
Is that what she's saying?
Mask.
Yeah.
The song's about some sort of difficulty in a relationship, and she's just like, listen, we're too grown for this nonsense.
I definitely listened to that album. That album was good, though. I just only played it a couple times, but I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, this song, she's not really rapping in it. It's kind of the singing Doja Cat. Rap singing Doja Cat, which I like. When she does songs like that, I like it. So yeah, and I like how she layers her music as well.
Yeah, I haven't really deep dived into her in a while because she changed a lot.
She has, and that's what I'm saying. This is kind of giving the Doja Cat I like, this particular song. So yeah, and it might be shocking to some because I won't even give Beyonce a chance, but here I am talking about Doja Cat when Doja Cat's been doing that demonic. That particular song, because I listen to the radio sometimes on my way to work, and it's come on a few times, and I'm like, okay, I want to give this particular song a chance. So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't listened to the whole album. Yeah. I've only listened to that song.
But you're just
so like, that's what I'm putting on. Yeah, so that's what I'm putting on. Yeah. What about you? Have you got one?
My song for the week is Water Me by India Shawn, because it features Alex Isley. And it came on like a link to my favourites. And I was like, never heard this song before, but yeah, I do like it. Very nice. Okay. Very chill R&B vibes. Safe this week.
Beautiful.
To counteract the crazies from last week.
Beautiful. Did you ever figure out what song Dru Hill was on the...
I didn't.
Okay.
I've seen Quavo came back at Chris Brown.
And Chris Brown bodied him in his diss track. Chris Brown's released
Chris Brown did it again? Did you do another
first
diss
one?
track? Oh, okay. Well, you didn't think Quavo's retaliation was any good? See, the reaction to his response has been very divided. I thought it was a really good return track.
It was a good return, but I think Chris Brown has released the best diss track this year so far.
Okay.
And he's not even a real rapper. That says something.
I'll give Chris Brown that he is a real rapper. He just doesn't rap full time. But I would say he's a real rapper.
Anyway, I think that, do you know what? Chris Brown, when I think about Chris Brown, I just think it's a big shame that he's an actual arse.
Yeah.
Because that man is talented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt.
From being a dancer, and some of you might not know, but Venom and I know how I feel about men that can dance. From being a dancer, singing, he does artistry as well.
Okay, I haven't seen his art.
Like, he can graffiti, he can draw, he can paint. He's into that. A bit of acting, although that's not his best forte, and then rapping on top. What
and
can't
writing,
this guy do?
Left out the writing, boy. Wrote for bare people, bare tunes.
Writer as well, right? He is flipping talented. He is our generation's Jamie Foxx only bar. Because you know Jamie Foxx as well. He's multi-talented. Yeah, I feel like Chris Brown is like that. He's in a league of his own, I feel. In fact, you can't really compare Chris Brown to anyone. He's a league of his own. But because he's such an arse, you can't fully enjoy it. And he hasn't had the accolades that he would have deserved or does deserve for talent alone. It's very frustrating, but it is what it is.
He's his own worst enemy.
Yeah. I'm not in the business of I'm not in the business of making excuses for people. And we all know that I don't separate the artist from the art. So I do love his artistry. I do. but I can't fully give him accolades because he's such an ass. That's
Yeah.
just...
I don't know
yeah.
anyone who's met him who hasn't said something bad about him. Is what I can say.
Yeah, just is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, I saw that. Andrew Tate recently released a statement.
Yeah, you said what? Who's got him so angry?
Essentially, he's saying that you should only have sex to procreate. If you're under the age of 40 and you haven't got kids, then you're gay because you don't have a legacy.
His thing is mad. It says sex is for making children. Any man who has sex with a woman because it feels good is gay.
It's gay.
Oh, my pee-pee feels good. This is great. Wow. So if you are 40 with less than 5 children, you're probably gay.
Yeah.
All that
Andrew Tate is 37, by the way. I don't know how many kids he's got.
Any genetic...
I don't
think he said all that feel good pee sex and hardly any genetic legacy. Mad.
You know he's 37, right? I did Google it.
Google. No,
Google. I don't know how many kids he's got, but he's under 40. So, Andrew, if you don't have 5 kids plus
in the next 2 years,
I mean, as of right now, because he's under 40 right now, as he's making that statement.
Yeah.
It sounds like it kind of.
But he said by 40, so he needs to just get there before 40. Who knows what he's doing?
But I'm pretty sure he's been having sex without the intention of procreating.
No idea. I think it's just a comment to reassert some kind of relevance to his brand, which has taken
it's quite funny because a lot of the guys underneath the comments were like trying to do up, oh, is this who you lot are supporting? And it's like, guys, a lot of you like what Andrew says. You've been saying that. Now that he's calling you lot gay, all of a sudden you're pointing fingers. Is that who you lot are supporting? No, a lot of you support Andrew Tate. Not everything, but you agree with a lot of what he says. So this is your ringleader. Look at what he's saying. Now he's calling you lot gay and you want to turn your back on him. Interesting.
Well, that'll do it. In a similar fashion, somebody said some nonsense. Not the same nonsense, but it's the same kind of... I personally think that is just like... I need some people to be engaging with my content right now. You know what I mean? Whether they're sending me negativity or positivity doesn't matter. I just need my name batting around. So one of the ladies from, what's it called? Backchat. I don't know the new lot. Are you seeing it? You know where I'll go with this, right? I said to myself, what? So her name's Pinks, or Pinky.
Pinky,
Pinks.
yeah.
And she said 2 things. The first thing, I was like, you know what? Borderline, I get it. I would not give the same advice, but I get it. She said, ladies, collect yourself a fake ring. It will save you from all the wahala. I said, you know what? I get it. I wouldn't tell women to do that because then you can miss your blessing. But in the grander scheme of the blessing versus the nonsense, I get it. No, I didn't know this was a 2-part post, did it? The second part of this post, she said, if you are bald, we can't date. Sorry, I don't care how attractive you are. My dad is bald, so nope.
I saw this and I'm not going to lie, immediately I thought of you.
Yeah,
I thought about that episode where we were talking about some women being baldest.
Yeah. And now here they come, boy. They're coming to... This is their queen. She's come to claim the title. I said,
how do you feel about it?
I was going to comment because I was like, this is so stupid. And then I realized I'm just playing into the hands of 1, Shade Borough, and 2, her, if that's her real MO. Because she said her dad is bald. I said, so wait, is your dad not human? Is your dad not black? Does he not speak English?
No one's good. Well, I mean, like I said, unless you're weird, you're not going to admit that you're not going to say that your father is attractive to you.
Yeah,
that's what she's trying to say. What she's trying to say is, because her dad is bald, she doesn't find bald men attractive. That's you, boo. That's your preference. That's fine. You could have just said that though.
Her dad is
or
many
you could have
things.
just said nothing.
Her dad is many things that she's ignored apart from bald. He's many things.
Or it could just be that that's the only thing she's going to speak on.
Yeah.
That's the only thing she's going to... It doesn't mean that there's other things that... Do you get it? There's obviously other things, but she wants to speak on the bold one.
Yeah, okay. She said, I want to tell bald guys I'm not attractive.
Leave me alone. Don't talk.
Yeah. I said, say that with chest. What you bring your dad into it?
Because I think that maybe it's an indirect to a particular bold person.
Probably.
Yeah, because why would you... that's too random.
I said, where did the ring and the wahala? How did we get to the bald?
How does it?
These are two very. One is advice. Although I wouldn't give it,
they're not even within the same category of topic conversation. So I don't understand how we got here, but we are here. You know.
Yeah,
another thing that Shade Borough did this week, or in the last week, shall I say, was they posted a question to married women.
I did see.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
They asked married women to share their biggest regrets in marriage.
Yeah.
And then they tacked on the end that they should give single women advice. And the people in the comments, they understood the assignment because rather than talk negatively about marriage, they were like, I have no regrets. Marriage has been great for me. It's what you make it, and giving good advice as opposed to slandering their marriage. And there was a conversation off the back of it around negative content around Black love, Black marriage versus why does it always have to be toxic, perpetuating toxicity. And that was the view I had when I saw that post. But then I saw a really interesting TikTok video from a Black woman who is divorced from the UK. And she was like, anytime there's conversations around the negative parts of marriage or when things go wrong, people always spew this narrative of, oh, why is it in the Black community it's always negative? And she said, she was saying that to her, it kind of isn't fair because there are a lot of people that have negative experiences in marriage.
Yeah.
And so they should be able to express that without it turning into a think piece about there potentially being a conspiracy theory around the social media being negative on purpose when it comes to Black love. And it had me thinking, actually, I kind of see where she's coming from because divorce rate is at 50-50 roundabout. So, yeah, I guess there should be space for people to be real about what they experience in marriage. But then after thinking that for about a day, I went straight back to, no, because actually when people share the negative stuff, that's what goes viral more time. And we do see positive stories, but it's not in our face as much as the negative stuff. So I hear you, sis, whoever you are, can't remember you're at, but no. Sorry.
Yeah. The conspiracy theory is still alive.
Still alive, as far as I'm concerned.
It's really...
What did you think when you saw that?
I didn't even dive into the comment section. I saw the question, saw how it was worded, and I said, this is asking for negativity. It's not an unbiased question saying, give us your experience of marriage, ladies, and any lessons or advice you would give to single women, which is unbiased, but assumes that there's things you can learn and that maybe if you know this, you have a better experience. No, it literally asked for, it said, what's wrong? Tell me here. I was like, what the hell? What is this? I was like, I can't read this because I don't even want to see some BS to make me think. So I just scroll like I'm not here for it. I need to unfollow bare accounts, because there's just bare rubbish.
That's how I feel as well. I feel like that as well. Because I see a lot of stuff on Twitter anyway, so it makes me feel like I don't need to see it twice on Instagram.
Yeah, it's just rubbish,
and I stay looking at Twitter so that when we do have UC, I've got something to say that I've seen, especially Twitter's a good place to gauge the topics that everyone's talking about, the big stuff. But I don't need to be scrolling on Instagram and I'm seeing rubbish. I don't need to see.
Yeah,
I don't need
Instagram's
that.
getting to Facebook levels for me at the minute. Where I remember when I came off Facebook, it was like if you went on there, the feed basically looked like news, like war here. This person got raped. This person, like mad negative. And literally, if I open up my thing, it's usually like that. I scroll, and after I scroll, titties, booty. I'm like, oh, safe space. I know.
And then I see family posts, or I'll see my friends post something, or I'll see family post something. I'm like, oh, safe space. No, titties and ass.
Oh, safe space. Here's some brown
One day,
curves.
guys, we have to do Unpicked After Dark. We've said this before.
Yeah, we have to. Maybe that's why we need OnlyFans. Maybe OnlyFans has Unpicked After Dark. That would be. Do you know why? It's because you need a way that you can block people who are not of age from being able to see it.
Yeah,
That's why.
to do that, we should really have a what's that thing called, where people subscribe to it?
OnlyFans.
No.
Patreon
for unfiltered content.
Can you?
When we say what we really
do
feel.
the age thing on Patreon?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay.
I get it because there's a softness about it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like pillows. Like I get it. You men are enjoying.
Just crash into
it. Wow. He said. That's what he said.
Oh,
that's enough from me.
Yeah, me too. Mad.
You okay over there?
I think so.
This is what happens when wifey goes on holiday.
Listen.
He starts talking about titties and cheeks at his face. Now we know what he's been scrolling.
What she's been in Vegas.
Before bedtime. Since the other side of the bed is empty.
Other side of the bed is cold. I'm sleeping like a starfish.
Scrolling on Instagram till he gets to the titties and cheeks. That's what he's doing.
Get past all the murder and the domestics and the... That's stuff.
Wow.
Sign now.
That's what's giving him peace and serenity. You see that? Cool.
When I see that, I know everything's right in the world. I'm like...
Wow. Okay, that's enough.
It's still good.
Are you sure there's no rum in that cup? Because...
You know what? There's no rum in the cup yet, but I had like 2 Prosecco's at a work party before I got home. It could still be in the system. I don't know.
Clearly. It's bubbly.
Bubbly. I have got a random one though that I saw, which is that the world's largest sperm bank like company, has just opened a branch in the UK, and they're offering like £420 a month.
Are you gonna do it?
So this is the thing, innit? I think it's a moral dilemma.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So the reason
Are
why
you worried that you're gonna have little venoms out there and you won't know who they are?
Yeah, that would, and because I don't have my first child yet as well, so I wouldn't want my first child, the anxiety,
my first offspring,
of knowing, or the possibility that my first child is just outside. That's wild. But 420, that's a good hustle.
What, per squirt?
The way they worded it was per month. Let me see if they go into the proper detail of...
Because if it's per squirt, you can make a killing.
Yo, VR porn room.
What are you looking at?
Oi.
Guys, if you are under the age of 18, this episode is not for you.
I think that's no. You get taught sex education at these ages. They can learn how to become a sperm donor if they want to be a sperm donor.
You said VR. What did you say? VR what?
Porn room. This is to assist in.
Yeah, VR porn room is not for under 18s. Sorry.
This is also true. But they can know that is a facility there when they grow up and they want to donate the sperm.
If you are under the age of 18, Okay, if you're under the age of 16, this is not for you. Preferably 18, but 16.
For sure. So it's in it's in Manchester.
Okay.
And
so if Venom says that he's going to Manny anytime soon, we know where we're going. Okay. Side hustle.
Listen, $420 a month in cost of live. That's
not a lot, you know. Do you get taxed on that?
I mean, you must. I don't know. I have to check in with the company.
Inquiries.
Yo, wait. Oh, mad. Okay, cool. So what it is, you're given £35 per donation. So the tax is already paid, and you're given £35 per donations. But if you do 3 donations per week, then it comes to $420 per month.
That's just 4 wank. That's just 3 wanks a week. What's going on here? He said, that's easy. I can do that in a day.
I said what? It's like, it's £10. Easy, what we call it? Mega bus to Manchester, that's like £10. There and back. So that's £25. So just do the deduction. I'm making a profit. That's an extra, that's at least an extra $3K a year. I'm laughing.
Is that it?
Cos live.
That's my 3rd yawn. We need to do a dummy yawn count. Yeah, it's my 3rd one.
Yeah, cos live.
I don't think it's worth it for just $420 a month.
I mean, you don't think it's worth it.
If it was more like
your cupboard, but me,
if it was more like 2K, 3K, sign me up. What? I don't know where I'm gonna get sperm from, but I'm gonna find it.
You say 2K, 3K a month. Are you doing a lot? I think you might be able to get them kind of numbers if you talking about is it Sweden? Well, you know them places there where the average age is mad old. Yeah, one of them places.
It's funny you talk about other ways of making money, but you know when they do that content where they stop someone in the street and they're like, "Oh, how much do you make? And what do you do for a living?" They stopped this white guy. I don't know if he's from here. I can't remember if he's from here or I can't remember where he's from. They stopped him, this tall white guy, and was like, "What do you do for a living?" And he said he's on OnlyFans, right? They asked him how much does he make a month. This guy said 10K, anything between 10K and above a month. So I was like, I need to know what his OnlyFans is saying for him to make that type of money. He's quit his day job. Now he only does OnlyFans full time. They asked him if it comes between him and his dating experiences. He said, yeah, it has in the past, but I mean, he's making over 10K. So I had to go investigate because I said, I need to know. I found him on Twitter. Now, we all know Twitter's a cesspit for sexual content.
Unregulated. Any which way, just reshare. Bow. Yeah.
His tag name is something like, I can't remember the exact name. Oh, I can't. My phone. I haven't got my phone on me. It's something like Dick Master, something like that.
Sure thing.
Something that speaks to the size of it.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. I clicked on his Twitter profile because that's where people advertise their OnlyFans, innit? Mm-hmm. And I saw some of the previews of his content. I said, I understand completely
why he's getting the 10K.
Why he's making 10K a month. You see a wine bottle.
Nah.
There's pictures of him holding it up against
next
a wine
to a
bottle.
Wine bottle.
Venom. Venom, how many times have I called your name? I said, wow.
Doing a lot.
And then he's got content, obviously, of like women doing stuff to him, use your imagination. And obviously him having sex with these women as well. And his whole gig is, can you handle it? Can you handle
what's going on right here?
Wow. I said, I'm purely virgin.
Well, again, that's not the everybody lane, innit?
I'm just saying,
special
because in the
circumstance,
video,
Lane.
when he was talking about him having an OnlyFans, he doesn't seem
He
innocent.
didn't allude.
Honestly,
He didn't allude to anything special.
and he's really tall. Yeah, he just seemed like a boy next, not boy next door.
No, I didn't
like,
mean. I didn't mean in
guy.
that sense. I mean, he didn't allude to like, oh yeah, but you know, man's packing in it. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't do that.
That's what I'm saying. He came across like I could like the type of guy, like a guy. He reminded me even of a guy that I know at work. Like I can imagine him. His day job might have been some office suit and booted. He's just tall. That's all. He's just tall.
Yeah.
He's not even like built any type of other than height. So when I saw what and the thing is, yeah, it's not just the length, but it's the diameter. That thing is chunky.
Not the girth. Not calling the girth chunky.
Nah, la chunk. That thing must be very weighty, right? So I'm like, I now went back to the video and looked at him again. I said, so that's what you're carrying around with you, casually, in these streets? Lord God.
He said, yes, ma'am. And I get paid for it.
I said, we live in a time now where it's not just women that need to be naked online to make money. There's a space for men, if you're packing, to start an OnlyFans.
I do think you have to be packing though. I think a woman can just have a pretty face or demeanor.
If you were single, would you do it?
Would I do OnlyFans?
Yeah, as a guy.
Nah. Not with the face anyway. He said he only started putting his face in it since he's left his
a year
job.
ago,
Yeah,
from a year
yeah,
ago. Yeah.
And then he said it's gone up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. You know what? It really depends. I think I've had partners in the past who, under the right circumstance, like could have coerced me to be like, yeah, let's do a little, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I can't say never. But me that sits before you today, right here, no, I couldn't do that. But I can't say that the Shay of the past wouldn't do that because that guy,
Is it that guy?
That guy, he was venomous, you know?
Wow.
So I don't know.
No wonder it's called he's called Venom.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like in my journey to becoming who I am today, I've lived many lives. And at any one of them, I could have just stopped and said, yeah, this is me. But I didn't. Some of those guys were scandalous. So, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just very different, isn't it? If I was young now, 24, it would be way more appealing and way less like, yeah, it's not that deep.
10K a month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I was 24, 10K a month.
You was ready to give off your seed 3 times a week for £420.
Yeah, but it's different though.
It's not different because there's mini shares all over the place that you don't know.
I'm helping the world. Imagine, do you know how much just one seed of mine will be blessing the world? And now there could be many. There could be, you know what I mean? Up to 100,000.
I see what you did there, but with your OnlyFans, there's no receipts. As soon as you shut down the OnlyFans, there's no evidence that this was ever done, other than people essentially remembering who you are. But if it's faceless, how will they know? How will they know? Meanwhile, you're bagging 10K a month.
No, but it's also what I'm doing. It's not necessarily about people knowing. It's also about me knowing. Like, oh, this is what I'm doing for P. This is you, yeah? That's what I'm saying. If it was a girlfriend at the time... and
she was on it and it was a tag team.
Yeah. It's different. There's content
like that as well. I hear because I'm not into
really
that.
Bad and sharing stuff that we shouldn't be sharing with the world. But not just out here just... Like
but technically, you've both consented to it, so
no, I know.
You can share.
But I mean, I'm saying morally. Sorry, when I say that, when I say shouldn't be sharing, but he is out.
I don't know. I feel like morals.
I
feel like morals has made a lot of people miss out on some bags. To be fair, because if I had no morals, I would be on OnlyFans, 100%, and I'll be raking it in. 100%. Faceless too, if I have to. Or I'll do like
Faceless?
real close-ups of the lips doing stuff.
Mad.
I thought about it, like lips.
That's why I said mad, because you can't just go there and you ain't never thought about it.
Just the lip stuff.
She said we're
there'll be
doing
like
the
booby
lips.
stuff. There'll be cheek stuff.
Mad.
There'll be
Separating the
bourgeois
accounts.
stuff. I'm telling you, I'll be raking it in. Feet, hands, raking it. Listen, packing my full-time job. The thing is, yeah, I wouldn't even tell people that it's me, but there'll be signs because they'll be like, damn, you don't
They'll
even
know
work
from
no
the
more.
lips. They'll know from the lips.
They won't know from the lips.
They'll know from the lips.
No, they won't.
They'll know
Because
from
there's
the
loads of
lips.
women with lips like this.
Yeah, but that's the thing. No. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that part. You trying, but I don't know about that part. If I
do.
ever saw a woman's just lips that I actually knew on OnlyFans or on some porn or something, I would know.
Do you think if I lined up pictures of different lips with mine in the mix, you think
Yeah.
you'd be able to tell?
Let's try it.
Nah.
Let's try it.
Nah.
Let's try it. Let's try it. No rush. Whenever you get the time, you
Cool.
make the lineup and then
Cool.
just let me know. Unrehearsed.
Cool.
Wow, I got
we'll
it.
film it.
Yeah, I
we
got
will
it.
film it too. Cool. Let's do it.
Tell
Because
me
I
what's
don't think
up.
you can.
Who's me? Yeah.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
I think
I know I've got juicy. I got the juicy.
And you know what the
lips,
thing is as well?
but I don't think.
You're forgetting like how many hours I've spent talking to you. So if it's just a still picture, then yeah, it won't necessarily be easy. But you're saying that you'd be doing videos and whatnot. So
Nah, I'm saying still pictures of like me with like different stuff.
wow.
Just.
Wow.
He said,
Wow.
Wow.
She said me with different stuff. Boy.
different stuff.
It's the description
Yeah,
for me.
I think
'cause-
I think I would be raking
Wow.
it in, but obviously I'm not that way inclined
yeah, if
to
I
do
was
OnlyFans.
this is my
That's why I'm missing out on some serious money, and I know that.
My main dilemma in life, right, is that I'm a guy, not a bad B. If I was a bad B, there's no way
He
on
keeps
earth
saying this,
I would
guys.
be
He
broke.
keeps saying
There's
this.
no way I would be broke. Boy,
I'm not a bad B either, but I reckon I could still rake it in,
I
to
would
be honest.
living lavish.
I think I could rake it in, but it's my morals and values.
What do you know about Noble for lunch? Like, I'm just...
Maybe I should reconsider, you know, car.
I'll be doing it for the fun of it. I'll be a baddie. And you know why? It's because I've
could
seen
really make
some of
money,
the,
Venom.
I've
Think
seen
about
some
it.
of the baddest girls do it. Like giving I've been out with girls like partying and that, making friends with girls doing up opulence online to the point where it became reality. But these girls didn't even have £10 to get in a club, man. But they said, listen, you gotta act like it until it Jeez. I see
I know I
girls
could be making
infinity
money.
pool every weekend, different infinity pool. I said, love, I remember you. I remember.
I
when you
really
did
know,
this
I know that I could make money. I know that there's certain niches that I could get into and I'd make money. But it's the fact that it's I know that it's sex work.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, damn me, just rein it in.
Oi. Yeah.
Because I know
man.
that if I just did lip content,
Is that your bag?
I'd make I know I'd make money with these juicy lips, 100%.
Is it that bad? Is it that bad?
Because I know what they're doing with those images and videos and the stuff that they ask me to do. And
I mean, let's keep it a buck, yeah? Some people are doing it with these images. Like, let's just keep it 100.
No, they're not.
Really?
No, they're not.
Really?
No, they're not.
Really?
Yeah, really. No,
You're
they're
out of your
not.
mind. Damn it, you're out of your mind if you don't think that. Any piece of content online, yeah, is viable. Any piece. That's why people say, look, don't post your kids online. Don't do that. There's
I
people
feel
out- there's
violated
people
right
out
now.
here that do
I feel
madness.
violated right now.
Yes, what it is.
Because I've got a lot of content now, especially on TikTok. There's a lot of content of me.
Yeah. Content's
Nah.
content. What are you talking about?
Nah.
Before this content existed, yeah, way back in the day, when the internet and social media weren't a thing, man, them used to be able to do donations with just their brain, with just the images in their brain. Where did the images in their brain come from?
I hear it because I'm an imagination person myself.
Right.
I hear it.
It's only social media that's taken that ability away because now they're providing basically free corn and this site showing this
The
much.
reason
and
why I'm
Insta
struggling with
showing
it
that
is because
much.
I don't think I address prerogatively or do anything prerogative that suggests such things on this podcast for that to be used as inspirational content.
Okay, so fair enough. But I don't think that. I think that's a very one-dimensional way to look at it.
That's how I choose to look at it. That's my story, and I'll stick to it.
To assume that someone only becomes sexually interested in someone who is provocative intentionally is a lie. That's just a lie abundantly to oneself.
I struggle with that because I've heard numerous occasions from various different guys my whole teenage and adult life that I give off provocative without trying. So I find that quite triggering. But I refuse to believe when I'm on this podcast talking my shit, just talking crazy and being silly and goofy.
Yeah.
That's inspirational content.
It might not be the whole thing. It might just be a moment. It might be an expression. It might be just a thumbnail or a still or something. I don't know. But all I can tell you is that in the moments that I personally have found a girl to be attractive, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with whatever the hell she is trying to do. It's just because I find her attractive. I'm like, oh, very pretty. Or, oh, she's a little bit sexy, Maybe I just keep my eyes to myself because, not trying to get myself in trouble or whatever. So
safe space.
Safe space. Get me. Safe space. So, yeah. And that's so for me, that's the only issue that I have because it's even like when I'm working with my young people. Sometimes I would love to just share like what we're doing, like we're having a great time. I would love to just put it on my story, and I'm like, I'm an adult. I'm followed by adults. I can't control this content. I don't want anything to do with it. I let the organization post their great content of whatever, and unfortunately, everyone won't get to see these amazing things that are happening just because, it's just what it is. And that's the dilemma.
What amazing things? What amazing things?
Sometimes we're just having a whale of a time. Like later on in the year, we're going to be going on a residential. This thing is going to be jokes because these young people are so funny. Like we have the most laughs. I would love other people to see that because maybe another young person or someone knows a young person and be like, oh my, they'd love that too. Like that's right up there vibe. But it just can't because of this truth, which is the same truth that I'm like, so when I have kids, of course I'm gonna want to share like, oh look at my baby, like put it. But at the same time, I'm like, what do I know? What I know? Like, will I? Won't I? Do I share the face? I don't share the face. Like, that kind of. That's all that goes through my mind because
I'm gonna be that annoying mum that only shows the back of the chat. That only shows the back of the child's head.
That annoys me.
Or like their little arm. That's it. That's all you're gonna get from me. That's all you're gonna get from me. Even like in terms of relationships, no one's gonna see my man.
Oh really?
There will be signs. If there's not signs already, there will be signs. But I'm not posting him online for what?
Well, you're not trying to. You ain't trying to get him ID'd.
I've already had him ID'd for him to be my man, but I'm not gonna put him online. First of all, most of my followers are men.
You don't want to F up the market. I hear it.
I mean, you got to keep the numbers up.
I hear it.
And that.
It's a hustle, man. It's a hustle.
It is what it is, man.
Because Megan Thee Stallion be in and out of relationships all day, but them cheeks be online consistent.
Consistently.
I tell you one thing, whether she in a relationship or out, you're going to see them cheeks.
I posted a picture, and because there was a ring on my hand in the picture, I lost bare followers.
See?
And I was like, you guys, I'm not engaged. I promise. Come back.
But you see, I'm telling you.
So I wouldn't be sharing any real updates on my love life. Everyone could think I'm single. It's fine. They just won't have a chance with me. I'm single, but unavailable at the same time.
But does that not prove my point, though, about the not trying to be seductive, but here we are losing followers because of simple ring? Someone said, can't use this for the bank now. This one
I think it's more, I don't have a chance now because she's taken, or I perceive her to be taken.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is the current generation of man in it, because me, the only time someone is off limits is if I say they're off limits, boy. I'm not even capping, boy. I was terrible. I'm just like, if I'm interested, I'm interested.
Wow.
I have respect, and obviously I'm not gonna try and do things that.
Do you know what? Low-key, I rate it, because recently there was one guy that came back, because you know how guys like to come back, you see, they always come back. And he was like, I know there's someone in your life right now, but I don't care. I'm going to throw my hat in the ring.
Mad.
I'm going to fight for what I want. I was like, you need to back up. You need to back
Don't lead
up.
with the defeat, bro. Rule number 101, don't lead with the defeat. If you're
low-key,
on
I was like, right, this is energy, you know, because man said, I know you're off the market, but I'm still gonna.
Yeah. You're doing
He's
a
like,
lot.
and then he was like, he's only gonna give you relationship. I'm ready to give you the whole thing. He was all listing what he's ready. I said, wow, you're really stating your case. Interesting.
Yeah, this online thing is a lot, man.
It's it's not easy out there. And this is why I kind of get, you know, when like some guys, they don't like women with loads of followers. And it's not like I got on TikTok, it's another story, but on Instagram, I don't have bare followers, right? I get why some guys are insecure about that. Because if your babe, who you know is attractive, otherwise you wouldn't be with her, I get why you might be threatened by other men trying to move to her, because you're thinking at any point, someone might have better game than me, and boom, she's gone. But I rate the guys that are like, no, I know my thing, I know my source. No matter how many followers she's got, no matter how many guys are looking at her, they can look, they can't touch. I know that is my babes, so it doesn't bother me. The jealous ones, I'm just like, oh, you got low self-esteem.
Jealousy is
because you should believe in yourself.
Man. Yeah, it's a lot of energy.
You should be able to believe in yourself that I got the source. She ain't going nowhere. And if she goes, then she was never yours in the first place. But it's quite interesting. I kind of get it why they feel that way, because knowing what my DMs are like, especially now that my visibility is a lot more than it was when we first started the podcast, at least, I'm like, oh, okay, I understand. I understand.
Yeah,
I get it. If you're insecure, I get why that would make you even more insecure. Yeah, 100%.
When people are just getting hit up left, right, and center, and it's personal as well. That's the main thing. Is it's personal, as in it's private. Like a DM is from whomever to you. It's not like you're here, stood beside your man, and then someone walks up, and everyone has clear visibility, so they can understand, perceive the threat, understand the disrespect or whatever. No, it's direct. It's a direct
and it's
message.
undercover, low key, because you don't get to see it. And plus, most men, unless you're actually tapped, you would not move to a girl with her man right there. That's real disrespectful. That's against the bro code. But when it's DMs, man ain't there.
Exactly.
So you just gotta hope that she opens it without her man seeing. Yeah.
That's a lot, man. It's a lot. And you don't know what's running through her mind, and when you peed her off, and how much thread you've got. You know what I mean? Like when you've been pulling and pulling, you know how much is left. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I don't think I'd move to someone online. I know there's lots of like attractive online personalities that I rate. I'm like, oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
Like Hema.
bad baiting man out. Anyway, but there's loads of there's bare attractive women out there.
You just baited yourself up by saying that. I didn't bait you up. I just gave an example of a bad bee on the internet. I said one bad bee on the internet.
You could have said bare names. You said one name. You said one name and one name only. Anyway, there's bare beautiful women out there, whatever.
There are, yeah.
Made man lose his whole trailer of thought, you know. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't ever move to someone unless I was like in a physical space with them, because that's my mode of operation. I don't know how these people do this DM thing, like, and that's. Remember the other day when I was like, oh, I think there's a reason when one of us sent each other the video of the the guy that was doing up like slave service to that girl and his head was in the toilet, all that.
I sent it to you,
because
yeah.
it's super transactional and that's all people know now. It's like, how do I impress this
Yeah.
person? Because I'm so far from them. I'm just trying to give something to warrant us sharing the thing. So it's become so transactional that like people will be like, oh yeah, send me your cash app. Like, let me just send you 150 so you can go and have a lovely weekend with your friends because I'm nowhere near you. And you're not trying to just give me the location so we can spend time. That's why. I'm like, look, if I ain't never met you before in real life, then it ain't never, you know what I mean? We ain't never going to reach that point. I'm just going to admire you from afar and just keep it stepping because there's no point. I don't know how to be in the DMs. Like, God forbid I ever had to go back to the streets because I'm going to be outside really in the streets. I couldn't be online. I'm like, nah. That ain't it for me. That ain't
It's
it for
funny
me.
because I've not always thought of myself. I'm not a baddie. I know I'm not a baddie. I'm not a baddie.
Well, what is a baddie before
But-
you?
Like them Instagram baddies.
As in, what, like my curves and safe space?
Instagram baddie. I don't fit the definition of an Instagram baddie.
Okay.
Like a baddie. Like,
I think it's if it's Instagram, I think it's definitely like an aesthetic.
yeah, I'm not a baddie. I think I've always thought that was cute, right? I've always thought it was cute. I give myself that. But since my increase in visibility on TikTok, especially, I'm not going to lie, it's started to make me think, Dammy, maybe you was underestimating your attractiveness, you know? Because I'm like, hold on a second. You mean I'm this fine? Okay, I didn't know that before. I think it's definitely boosted my confidence in how I see myself because not only guys, I get girls as well. Like, oh my God, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful. I'm like, oh guys, thank you. Get all shy and giggly. But yeah, I think I get why some guys just don't like the whole my babes is popular on the internet and loads of people have access to her messages. Because if you don't have a high self-esteem, I can see why that would bother you. And it's very interesting. Even like guys who don't particularly like their women having male friends. I kind of get that as well now. Because I've had my fair share of supposed friends turning out to be friends.
Getting brand
so
new.
I kind of get now the whole, he's not really your friend though. He's not really your friend though. And I'm like, oh. I used to think, nah, you lot are just exaggerating. You're just being a bit...
Do you know what it is as well, yeah?
But I kind of get it now.
Girls don't shoot their shot as much as guys shoot their shot. So like, if let's say for example, you got 10,000 followers on TikTok, I got 10,000 followers on TikTok, and our supporters find us attractive as well. I think in that week, how many of my DMs will just be likes or ha-has, comments, versus yours being like, what you saying? Is going to be more in favor of you. And then on top of that, as the guy who's like interested in you or seeing you or whatever, you know that everything is a probability game. It's not, nothing is finite or definitive, sorry. So yeah, maybe you get 10 this week and you're good. And all 10 is like, please allow me. But there's probability. And maybe the number is 1,000. So when you've reached 1,000, how many times are you able to say no, really? Before someone comes along, you're like...
If you're anything like me, where it all goes in requests and you don't see it unless you open requests, you're good.
Yeah, but again, there's life. And what happens in life that makes you think, I'm going to take a look in requests.
I ain't gonna lie. Someone pissed me off and I went straight into my request. I said...
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And you're all good because it's under your threshold, so you've not reached the probability. There's 10 in there. I can go through 10. He's fine, but It's alright. He's nice. I'm still feeling good. But then when he's hitting 30, 40, 50, now it's like, yes, you get me? The probability of yes entering the equation becomes more and more. It hasn't happened, but it gets higher.
And all it takes is for the person to hit the right line in the message.
You get me?
And then you're just like, oh my God, that's so funny. Ka, ka, ka. Reply.
And then that goes from requests to
next thing you know,
inbox. Right? So the difference between men and women is just the men's probability in terms of when they will convert from a request into I might follow this up. Is they'll convert at a lower probability.
I think the conversion rate for men is higher than women though.
Yeah, no, they will convert.
I think men get gassed. Men get gassed when they get moved to. It's like, whoa!
They said,
it's never happened to me before.
Hey.
Whoa, wow!
Said,
I must be that guy. They'll reply.
Yeah.
But women, I think we're so used to it. We're like, no. Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
It's interesting. It's interesting stuff.
So it's a tricky one. And
it is a tricky one.
I get it when people ain't on it. I get it. It don't bother me, but I get it though.
I think if your relationship's mature and you've got good communication, you should be fine. I think if you're in a relationship where one of you or either of you are not sure about where you stand in that relationship, then that will cause problems. But if you're sure about where you stand in it, then this person having an online personality shouldn't really bother you because you know where you stand with them. But if there's any question mark and anything's up in the air, then yeah, absolutely. I can see why you could be like, I don't really want to be around that because it makes me anxious. I don't know where I stand with them. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
I could date a guy with a big following. I have dated men with big following. I've dated Twitter famous guys. Like guys that are famous on Twitter. Okay, guy that was famous on Twitter. I won't say how famous, but he was known on Twitter. And that was challenging for me because I would see girls under the tweets laughing and I understand what that means because I'm a woman too. And I know sometimes
girl, it was not that funny.
It's funny, but I know the tricks. We be laughing to boost his ego. Be using banter to move to man. I get it. I know how it goes. I wasn't comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, I was like, it comes with the territory. Yeah, if I shouldn't be dating someone who's known
popular
for humor,
like this, and then
if because I know what it comes with, I should just get over it type thing, which I did in the end. But I think that women sometimes we're a bit more stronger in that sense. Men can't handle that sort of
attention.
No, men can't handle, like, it's not something that men can, in terms of like having a partner that's like well known and might have potential people trying to jump in the DMs and trying to move to them online. I feel like women can handle that better than men. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. I think we're better at handling that because more time we've already done our CIB checks. We know someone who knows someone that knows you. We've got eyes everywhere, so we know if you're messing about that type of thing. So yeah,
that's an interesting one.
It is interesting. I'm not gonna lie. After I name dropped a certain person, I didn't listen to half the stuff you were saying. I'm still laughing at your reaction.
You just threw that thing out there, boy. I said, yo.
I caught you off guard. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Blame it on.
But she's pretty, man. She's pretty. She's pretty.
No, she's pretty. I don't get why she's single. I don't get why she's single.
I don't know. But again, popular, big following, confident, clearly. And
I think you've got a type.
Me.
Yeah. I reckon if we went out, I could pick a girl for you and you'd find them attractive. You've got a type.
Yeah, to a degree.
Because I can see. This is a conversation for off the podcast.
I've got an unorthodox dating style though, because whilst I do have, I think there's an easy win for me for sure, which is what you're referring to as like my type. That's an easy, yeah, I like her. She's working with what I'm working with. But I do also like to. I guess that's it, guys. We're finished. There was Dami has finished the wine. And she gave me the face like, okay, so we wrapping this up because
we wrapping it up.
How do I continue when there's nothing more to sip? No, I definitely have like a type in that sense, but I do still date women who are like don't conform to any of those that character archetype,
that look, that character,
the character, the vibe. I do, but I know that's my safe space. That's my home. That's where we come back. When we're looking for real, that's home.
Because I think when it comes to your safe space, when you look on the bed on the other side and there's nobody there, you're looking for titties and ass on Instagram. That's cool. But I think when it comes to actual, like someone who you find attractive outside of the primal attraction, I think you do have a type.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, from what I observed, there are parallels.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Exactly what you mean.
I have a type. I don't stick to it though. I was at my brother recently and I was telling him, I was like, do I want to reveal? I was talking about current situations. Let's put it that way. And I was like, it's not really, they don't really fit into my type aesthetically. And my brother was like, I'm sick and tired of you and this type because a lot of girls talk about types, but when you look at who they end up with, they never actually fit the type.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because we compromise. Women compromise way more than men do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do. I feel like we know what we find attractive and what we like, but there's loopholes. There's other ways that you can kind of find your way into her list without actually fitting it. Because on paper, I have a strong type. On paper, I know what I like. When I see it, I'm like, he's so good looking. I like his vibe. The guys I've dated versus my type, it's not aligning for some reason. And it's because I gave them a chance because of other reasons, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's normal for women. That's very normal. He made me feel some type of way. I give him a chance. He's funny. I give him a chance. He has money is the most obvious one. So my brother was like, yeah, you got a type. Fair enough, aesthetically, but what you end up with never seems to...
Yeah, match the thing. I think if you were to try and draw a parallel between most of my ex-partners and girls that I find attractive, all performers. All of them, super confident.
I wasn't going to say performer and confidence. I was going to talk about...
performer because of where...
Yeah. I was going to say looks-wise. Like body type and stuff like that.
Body types me. I don't really go for a body type.
There's a parallel. I can see it.
I think there's parallels that you can see for sure. I think that's more coincidental than it is a type. I don't per se have a physical type. It's more of a character type. And I think the characters generally seem to have that kind of body. And it's just coincidental. But they all similarly have like a very... Because even if I go, it's performers... And I go through the body types. I'm like, they're all around the same space. They're all around the same space. But,
so yeah, I feel like if you were single, I think I could probably pick someone out for you, and I'd probably get it right. Like, yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah, for sure. But I don't think you could do that for me.
No, hell no. I'll pull up with this brother. Tall, good job, dark skin. Bassy voice, man, suave with it. Actually knows what going, in touch with himself, in touch with nature. Wearing skinny jeans. Oh Lord.
Oh
Lord. Oh Lord.
Did you see?
That means out the door.
I was being taken to a place. I was like, eyes were closing. I was like,
I saw.
Yeah.
That's
my... So you skinny jeans.
That's the problem. Too many icks. Too many damn icks, man. That's my problem.
I think I can work with skinny jeans now. I'm not there yet with the ripped skinny jeans.
Now, ripped skinny jeans is a lot. Like,
that's a lot. Why is your whole knee hanging out?
I never even made it there. So if you there, I don't know how you got there because I didn't even make it there. I got ripped dungarees though.
I could give a blind eye to skinny jeans. If all of that, because you saw me swooning in it, like, you was like, that skin.
You was I was like, sinking into it. She said, yeah. And what else? She said, what else?
I was like, yes, you're talking my language. I almost said you're talking dirty to me now. I said, what?
I knew where the end was gonna be, boy. I said, what should I get there, boy? I said, this is the whole issue.
I could give skinny jeans a blind.
Lies.
Ripped skinny jeans.
Lies.
It's a hell to the no.
Lies. With your mouth, you're giving skinny jeans a blind, but your heart is already out the door when you see them skinny jeans, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I see the skinny jeans and you lose points.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, before you was hella sexy, now you're just exy.
Well, you get me. There we have it.
We need to start talking about the skinny jeans thing because every episode you have to slide in my perpetual hate.
It's the one that just epitomizes the problem the best. Because skinny jeans is so insignificant, and yet here it is just crippling, dummy. Can't date.
Because when we're out, I'm just thinking, do you know what you look like? Because skinny jeans don't look good. I'm sorry.
Maybe if mans don't have no legs, or I don't know. I don't
care. Even if you've got legs, I don't think it looks nice on guys. Skinny jeans does not. It just doesn't bang. No, I don't care how you're dressing it. It doesn't bang.
Nah, I think it does bang, you know.
So I'm just like, and I'm quite a classic babe. I think if I was to categorize how I dress, it's quite classic. So skinny jeans for my partner. You're a representation of me, babes.
Wait, so do you like the jeans? Have you seen the? Damn, man, I ain't got it on a link. So there's a video of Drake hugging it out with Rick Ross. Like they've patched up the beef now. Have you seen this picture or video? It's a video, sorry. And Drake is wearing some jeans, that look like he's fresh out of the 2000s. Do you remember like
Are they baggy?
Oh, Lord, baggy ain't the word. These things look like...
But okay, were they held with a belt or can you see his underwear?
No, I think he's wearing a belt. I can't really... Let me see if I can find it.
If you can see his underwear, I'm not for it.
No, it's not. It's not that look. It's like they're at his waist level. They're at the proper height or somewhere thereabouts. Because that part's not noticeable. But the bottom, the amount of fabric at this guy's ankle...
They're like wide leg and they're bare scrunchy.
Bootlegs. Damn me. That's what's going on. Your favourite. The one that you do mess with.
No, I do not.
Bootlegs. He's wearing bootlegs.
Stop it. I don't like bootlegs. Stop it.
Yeah, man. It was bad. I don't even know what account this crap was on, man. It was
I think
bad.
because with skinny jeans, because it goes like this at the ankle, you know, it does this. I just... Guys, I need to go to therapy and get to the bottom of why skinny jeans on men irks me so much.
You really do. I need to know who hurt you.
It's just how it looks. I just can't get over it. It's just, I don't know. And as a grown man, it sounds so toxic. Why are you wearing skinny jeans? Leave it to the teenagers, please. Like,
what? It's not
trying to cut off the circulation.
It's not teenage clothing.
I don't know. I just feel like it's quite immature. I can't lie. It's not giving classic man. It's not giving grown, like,
you said as a man, why are you wearing this
it's not giving sophisticated. It's not giving sophisticated. That's the problem. That's the problem for me.
What about skinny trousers?
It's not giving sophisticated. I like sophistication. That's what I like. So I reckon even the baggy trousers would probably piss me off as well. For the same reason. It's not sophisticated. It's not classy. It's not classic.
Wait a minute. What am I... So I just Googled it real quick, and a really reputable hip-hop blog site has said Rick Ross fuels beef with Drake with Champagne Moments, which I guess is a new diss track. So maybe this video of the two of them was actually pre-beef and it was just like chatting rubbish.
Probably.
Damn, I ain't gonna be able to find this because I thought that this was.
That's your number 5, guys. Your number 5.
I think that was 6. You said I thought you did. I thought you counted 5 last time.
I did 4 before.
Okay.
Now this is number 5. It means we need to wrap up because
you still ain't got a wine. Okay, you
the alcohol is done out here. What else are we gonna talk about?
We ain't gonna talk about none. We ain't gonna talk about none.
And I feel like we've talked the jeans conversation to death.
We have.
Everyone and their mama knows that we don't like skinny jeans on men, especially ripped skinny jeans. Because why is your kneecap hanging out? And you know sometimes the rip comes all the way up to the thigh. It's a bit saucy, no? Why is your thigh hanging out? Leave some to the imagination, please. Run over.
Yeah? You good? Mm-hmm. Okay. You gonna close the show for us?
What a random show. We had no plans. All I had was plans for alcohols. That was it. No plans at all. Hopefully you enjoyed the show.
Mm-hmm.
Admin-wise, I ain't gonna bother to chew your ear off about it all. You know what to do. Follow on the audio platforms. Give a 4 to 5 star rating, preferably a 5. If you're listening or watching on YouTube, please follow, subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz. You know what to do. If you listen to enough podcasts and watch enough shows on YouTube and etc., you know the score. So just do it, please. Thank you very much, so that we can reach more people who potentially would love the content as much as you do. Yeah? Everything else is in the description or the caption, depending on the platform you're listening to. We're on all the platforms, so I'm not going to list them for you. Nice and short.
Boom.
It has been your home slice, Dami Zain, alongside my co-host, the DJ, the one and only Venom.
Hey.
This is the Unpicked Podcast. Until next time, peeps. Peace.